Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 20th of September. Working our way through 2 Samuel, following the story of David. What has happened is his son Absalom has proclaimed himself king in place of his father David, and he's now approaching Jerusalem with his retinue. David hears about it, and he takes his household and the palace guard and various other people, and they escape from Jerusalem. And as they're leaving in chapter 16, we read of a man named Shimei, who was of the clan of Saul, who David had replaced. And he comes out cursing David, throwing stones at him and then pelting him with dust. I can't the picture's a bit bizarre, but anyway, as he comes, he's cursing David, and he says, get out, you man of blood, you scoundrel. The Lord has repaid you for the blood you shed in the household of Saul, in whose place you have reigned. The Lord has handed the kingdom over to your son, Absalom. You have come to ruin because you're a man of blood. And he continues cursing and maligning David. Some of David's men want to go and just lop his head off. David says, no, leave him. That's fine. And as I read that, I thought, we so often, well, certainly I, as I read through Scripture, tend to, you see the big players, you see Absalom, you see David, you see the generals, you see people in the palace retinue, the prophets, and those big part players. But as in all of life, there's lots of little part players as well, the people sort of second and third and ninth in command. And here is Shimei, related to Saul, who's incensed at what David did. And we tend to think David, now king of Israel, and things are going well, and Israel's in a good position. But there was opposition. There were people there that thought he'd stolen the throne. There were people that were against him. And he had to reign in the midst of that kind of opposition. And as we read through the rest of Scripture, I was thinking, you see that all the time. We hear the stories and we focus on the main players, but so often there's other background people who are opposed to them. And certainly in Jesus' life, virtually every single page of the Gospels, there's somebody standing against him, opposing him, challenging him, all the way through his life. The whole of Acts is of people facing that kind of opposition. And so in our lives, we need to expect that there will be people that will stand opposed to us. Sometimes they will be open and sort of in front of us, kind of people that we can deal with. But so often there's just people in the background, the little rumors and people that spread false stories and that Skinner, and there's all of those things that carry on behind the scenes. And it would be nice if it didn't happen. But as you look at Shimei cursing David and pelting him with stones, that's the kind of world we live in. Those are the people that are around about us. And so we need to expect, I think in life in general, but as Christians as well, there'll be so many people that will be opposed to us, sometimes openly, sometimes not, and sometimes in a crisis they'll suddenly emerge. And we've, like David, got to focus on God. Trust that God is in control. We'll see what's happening, knows what's going on, will vindicate us in the long run. And we just have to keep our faith in him, our eyes on him, and keep walking in his way. So be encouraged as you do that, and know that you're blessed.